Without a future worth growing for, then the motivation to change anything is short-lived. What we're doing is that we go deeper and we think about the future that we really want to create and how do we grow into that future. When we come to a personal growth, a personal development opportunity, we think there's something that we need to change about ourselves. There's something that we need to fix. Now, my question would always be, well, what future is worth growing for? And in that conversation about creating the future, what often gets uncovered that the Being Giant system helps us with is that we see what we think we want and we uncover what we really want. And that's a very, very important distinction. In the world of today, we see things and we think we might want them. You know, there are qualities that people have, there are material things people have, and that's called mimetic desire. And I say that because we are bombarded with information and imagery, and within all of that, knowing what it is that you desire and what you want to create is quite a feat. Taking the time, spending energy, directing our attention, and really investing our energy in a future we want to create automatically removes many, many distractions. The benefits of this allow us to spend our precious, precious attention, energy, and you could even say life force in many, many ways, on the things that we truly desire and the future that we truly desire. This is not about falling for the next big thing, the next shiny thing, which is very, very easy to do. This is you deciding this for you. No one else knows or has any business telling you what that is. This is our choice, our decision, being in the conversation and having the system that Being Giant facilitates. That realization is the key. You can't do it alone, but it is your choice alone to create that desired future and grow into it and become more of who you are and bring more of who you are to what you do. What's really important about having a future worth growing for is the context within which we choose to grow. In personal growth, it's very common for people to say, I want to solve this, or I want to leave this habit behind. You know, whatever it is that's very true for us that is going on at that time. That is not something that needs to be solved. What we need to do is we need to go somewhere else in the conversation and actually think about the future that is worth growing for, the future that means that that problem will get resolved along the way. What we're doing is that we go deeper and we think about the future that we really want to create and how do we grow into that future. Without a future worth growing for, then the motivation to change anything is short-lived. Without a compelling future worth growing for, then our behavior change is not sustainable. The first step in Being Giant moves us from a focus on what isn't working to exploring what that history has given us, how it's resourced us. And it's only when we start to move like that that a desired future can open up. If you're really dwelling on things in a way that, for whatever reason, and there's no judgment here, it's just, we're human, this is what we do, that things haven't gone the way that you wanted, and you can get stuck in those thinking loops of what hasn't worked and what you haven't got. And it takes intention and someone often asking the question or facilitating the conversation or bringing this to our attention, which is, well, what do you have? What has this brought you? To open up what it is that you want to create next. You never problem solve yourself into a future that you want. Never. There's a time for problem solving, but creating a future, having a future worth growing for, is what compels us to grow, and it keeps us on track through time, which is really, really important. This is not a short-term burst of behavioral change. This is about the step-by-step journey to create a future that we want to grow into, and we want to become the person who lives in that future. So it's who we choose to become as we grow to that future that is a different dimension than what do I need to do to get the future I want. It's who do I need to become to live in the future that my choice, my design, the future that I desire. When we open up to this idea of partnering with our potential, and when we begin to consider and spend time imagining a future for us that is worth growing for, what happens is that all of our attention and all of the power that we have put into things, thoughts, conversations, ideas that do not serve that future, we claim that power back. Marianne Williamson, I'm sure many of you are aware, talks about our deepest fear is not that we are inadequate. Our deepest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure. And those words helped me begin to see the potential of myself rather than the problems and the circumstances I was currently experiencing. So imagine if by opening up to a future that is worth growing for, regardless of where we are today, we draw back, we claim back that power to begin to direct it into what it is that we want to create and away from what's not working. Because the circumstances we are in today is a result of what's happened in the past. When we know that we have a past, but we are not our past. We have one, but it's not who we are. That is all in the past. We can decide to become who we choose to be. We can decide the future we want to create. You can partner with your potential, and the way to do that is to have a future worth growing for. And know that you have a past, but you are not your past. You are you creating your future, becoming more of who you are. And that's what really matters now.